Hey guys, we are going to do the show me. What is the universe trying to show you? Or what is it that we're going to focus on in this read? Please like, share, subscribe, hit the bell notification to be notified when I do come on. Why can't I shuffle? Thank you for all your support. Thank you for all the comments, all the likes. You guys are getting my channel out there. And there are people listening and hearing everything that I have to say, and I really appreciate it. Yeah, there you have it. So let's just see where your energy is. Let's see what we're going to focus on, what we're going to talk about, what we're going to go through, figure out, learn from, understand about us, and about who we deal with and how we deal with them, and how we're going to change up. I have a few new card decks here. Not sure if I'm going to use them. You know the way I am. So there you have it. We're just going to find something to talk about and focus on. All right, what to gather. This came out earlier, and when I was shuffling, it came out earlier when I was shuffling, so it was meant for us to talk about this, the outcome. What is the outcome? So let's talk about it. What to gather, the future, what the future holds, and this day will bring, what today will bring, and what this day or the future day will bring, and my emotional needs. So, boom. This will be a pretty interesting read. I do not want to pick off of the top of a tarot deck. I will... This is another deck that I just got. I'm going to use my opposition deck. How about that? These are vice versa. One is a different energy. One is the right energy, or all energies, I guess, are right. We learn from them, but one is one side, one is the other side. So just based upon how it comes out, if it is something that we're working on or something that we need to discuss, we will do that. So this is what to gather. What are we gathering from a situation that we've been dealing with, a situation that we have been focusing on? All right, the card that came out is the Queen of Swords. Standing up for yourself, always speaking your mind, and not taking shit from anyone. Queen of Swords energy, So the Queen of Swords is someone who's confident and willing to learn, and somebody who focuses on equality. It's not in this energy, so we'll just focus on what it is. You're standing up for yourself, the future. What does the future have, and what does the future hold for you? I think the other side of the Queen of Swords energy is Five of Cups energy. Is here. But I think the other side of the Queen of Cups energy, and I have the book, so I'll look and see what it is exactly. But with the Five of Cups, the future, the Five of Cups of the future is the insight and the knowledge to know what's causing you to be sad. But you have the insight and the knowledge, and you're not going towards what's causing you to be sad, if that makes sense, right? This day will bring. What will today or the future bring for you, Cancer? All right. Oh, justice. All right, so the justice is on the dark side. So this day has brought sadness to you, if you want to say it as of we're speaking today. This is bringing sadness to you. The consequences of your actions are at hand. You aren't able to stand up for yourself, or you weren't able to stand up for yourself in a situation because, this is something that no longer serves you. Like, justice normally is the consequences of your actions. And let's just say if it was in reverse, it would be unfairness, guilt, and punishment. However, that's not the case. So I'm going to go ahead, since it came in reverse, I'll go ahead and read what justice means on the opposite side. Oh, I just passed it. Here it is. The negative side. The negative side is all lost. No, everything has a cycle. Now it's time to pay your debts, heal your wounds. Can you see that? Pay your debts, heal your wounds, and understand what happened. It says you'll be judged. You may be accused, but it's not important whether you are guilty or innocent. What matters is what you can do now to make things right for yourself and others. So what will this day bring? So again, this is not to hold on to the sorrow of what happened. This is actually moving forward and knowing that you cannot change the past, but you can either run from it or learn from it. Oh, Rafiki, he knows the way. I'm just saying, I like the Disney Channel, but or the Disney movies, but and that's just basically what it is. Let's just go back to we talking about Simba now. We go from Meek Mill to Donnell Jones to you know somebody's draining your energy, and you like, psh, but now we're talking about Simba here. Simba, had something that was very dark for him, and you can either run from it or learn from it. And that's the energy that Rafiki told him. And so he said it doesn't matter, it was in the past. The past can either hurt you, you either run from it or you learn from it. And that's just basically what it is. What lesson did you learn from whatever you went through in the past? Did you run from it or did you learn from it? Is it a part of your emotional needs? Does that make sense? So what we gather is that the Queen of Swords is confident. The Queen of Swords is standing up for herself, always speaking her mind and not taking shit from anyone. Because when she was in the vulnerable state, she wasn't in this energy of being confident. She wasn't standing up for herself. She was just being like asphalt and letting everybody walk over her because of her past mistakes. And again, she's in the future energy. She's happy. She has the insight and the knowledge to know what it is that caused her sadness, if that makes sense. You understand what I'm saying? She has the insight to know what caused her sadness, but you either run from it or learn from it. This is the future energy, and this day will bring, and again, knowing where you come from, this energy, where you come, where you're going through, what you've been through, what you're going through, and how you're going to get through it. That is basically what this day will bring. You either run from it or you learn from it. My emotional needs. What is your emotional needs? And what are we focusing on with your emotional needs? Three of Cups, celebration. Three of Cups is celebration. So this is, happiness and gratitude. So my emotional needs, now I'm happy. Before, I wasn't in the energy where I could celebrate. I was sad. I was always dwelling on the past. Bag lady, you gonna hurt your back, And so thank you, Lisa, for saying that. I thought that was so beautiful. But it's like you gonna hurt your back, dragging all them bags like that, holding on to the past, holding on to the burdens, and not learning from them. Learn from each situation that you go through in order to get through it. So your emotional needs are what you're focusing on, being happy and celebrating no matter what the outcome comes. You either run from it or you learn from it. Seven of Wands energy is the outcome, right? So the Seven of Wands is hope and victory. But at one point, you had to be defensive. Everything was falling down on you, and you had to be defensive. Now, it's a different type of defense if you look at it. You know what I'm saying? Like, you have hope behind what this outcome is, having hope and, and having victory, with the outcome. Here's the Six of Swords energy. You could have been trying to walk away. You could have been trying to walk away and there was no water, or get in that boat and there was no water, more obstacles, more burdens that caused you to stay stagnant. But you did not. You were in a situation, or you went to a situation to where you could walk away from a person, place, thing, or situation and go from there. So now I'm going to, I'll clarify. This is a new deck that I got. What deck is this? What deck is this? Let's see what deck is this. Hold on. The Wizard's Tarot deck is this. So in the Queen of Swords energy, what to gather from the Queen of Swords energy. Again, you're not taking shit from anyone. You have your sword held high, and you're gonna go forward and move forward no matter what the future holds. But the future looks bright on your side. You're smelling the roses. They're yellow roses, even though the two cups were knocked over, meaning that the past can hurt. Five of Cups is having the insight and the knowledge to either stay sad, continuously be sad, or to move forward from that energy. So now we're just going to go ahead and clarify the Queen of Swords energy of what to gather from her. What is it that she learned from this situation? Again, no man is your enemy. No man is your enemy. No man is your friend. Every man is your teacher. Every man, person, place, thing, or situation is your teacher. We have the Five of Wands energy. The Five of Wands energy is strength and competition and conflict. So now you have your sword held high, and you're ready for any challenge that comes that you might face. Does that make sense? You're ready for any challenge that you might face. Yeah, okay, the past may hurt, but again, learn from it or run from it. And then the future with the Five of Cups. Like I said, you have the insight and knowledge to know what caused you to be sad. However, those 2 cups knocked over, but you went ahead and filled, well, 3 cups knocked over. But if you look at it, you went ahead and used the cups that you had that were upright and didn't break and have any cracks in them, and you started to let things grow. You started to make sure things were, you were nurturing the things that you could, and you salvaged what it was you could of your past, and you became stronger, So right now we're clarifying the Five of Cups energy. You just, when it's stuff that you have going on, and I mean, it's hard because it's so sad right now with all of the bad energy out there. But, we are learning how to be resourceful in our situations that are happening. People are going online and creating jobs for themselves and going from here. So we have the Queen of Pentacles. So the future is bright. However, at some point, this queen was nurturing every situation no matter what. She was protecting every situation no matter what. And in turn, she wasn't taking care of herself. Before it would be like all her cups were knocked over, but it's okay. Instead of her putting this and seeing the flowers or smelling the roses for her, she would give these same cups to someone and they will return them destroyed, if that makes sense. You get what I'm saying? So again, the Queen of Pentacles now is nurturing herself. If you look at this, the flowers are growing, she's happy, she's smiling. Yeah, her king isn't by her side, but there's rainbows back there. There's rainbows, there's all kind of things that could cause her to feel a certain way, but she's seeing the best of her situation. And then the Magician, she's manifesting change. So this day has brung her manifestation. This day has said you either run from it or you learn from it, so you can keep running from your past and using that to say why you're not moving forward, but you either run from it or you learn from it. And then the day will bring, the real justice, the consequences of your actions. So you'll flourish. Yeah, because look, the Five of Pentacles is in reverse. Five of Pentacles in reverse is recovery. It's a crisis, and it's finding, out of every hardship, you're what is it? You're succeeding, you're succeeding, and you're not just fearing everything. You're just basically going with the flow, and you're taking it as it goes. And your emotional needs with the Three of Cups of celebrating is basically you understanding, okay, I might take that one, I don't know, but I'm not taking these. Yeah, your emotional needs weren't being met. So in turn, now you're celebrating because you reached a plateau with this Four of Cups energy. You were bored, you were disconnected, but now you're satisfying your own needs. You're not waiting for anyone to do that. You see, he has all these books, the cobwebs. He's not upkeeping or maintaining his home. This reminds me of Color Purple. I hated that movie. I love that movie, but I hated Mr. But that's how his house was. He had cobwebs. Everything was falling apart because, again, judgment. Judgment is here. A new phase begins. So this is probably how you were feeling. And yeah, in this energy of the Justice, because you're like, well, I have this happening to me, so there's no way that I can move forward with this situation. It wasn't fear of loss, it was not moving forward. This is you taking your crisis on and not trying to find ways to get out of it. Does that make sense? So not recovering from the crisis or the hardships that it's caused you, because it's already there. Does that make sense? And then we have the Judgment here. And so the Judgment is a new phase beginning. This is pretty weird, but I guess this is the type of card deck that I have. This looks like people coming out of coffins, but it's a new phase. Death is a transformation. It says, embrace change and let go of what no longer serves you. Death is not the end. It's a transformation that brings new beginnings. And so that's what's happening. People are waking up and realizing that this is not the end all be all with everything going the way it is. Now, we have a zombie apocalypse. Now, that's another story. Okay, anyway, just saying, that scares the crap out of me. But the full energy is here. So the Seven of Wands is you protecting, and the outcome is you taking a leap for yourself with the full energy. being here. You know, it's like a rose that fell. There's a feather. You know, she's looking down at it and she's like, actually, no, it's the rose that grew from the concrete. Look at that. Can you see it? I can't see if you can see it, but it's there it is. You see it right there? The rose that grew from the concrete. That is what it is. And there's a feather there, you know? So she's looking down like, okay, I can get this rose and then this take it and replant it and make things work. And you know, that's the outcome. She's taking her situation and making the best out of it. So that is where the outcome comes at. You know, her whole dynamic is changing the way she does things. He or she does things. Does that make sense? And so that is where, you know, you are with the situation. It's like you know, the past can hurt. Yeah, oh yeah, the past can hurt. But you either run from it or you learn from it. And then he hits Simba on the head. Boom. Ow, what'd you do that for? It doesn't matter. It was in the past. You know what I'm saying? I had to tell I'm telling you, the Disney movies got me through a lot. I know, sounds crazy, but there was a message hidden inside of each one of those movies that the kids were too young to understand, but it helped me get through a lot, you know. And then I would, you know, Hakuna Matata, what a wonderful phrase, you know what I'm saying? Ain't no passing break. It means no worries. You get what I'm saying? For the rest of your day. You know, like that was good. So he met a group of people that did not stop him, you know, that didn't make him dwell on the past, you know. But then when he met Rafiki, which is like higher for energy, you know, somebody, you know, he walked away. Oh damn, I didn't even see that. He walked away, 8 of Cups energy, right? He walked away from his family, his past, and then he found Nala. And Nala was like, you know, come back. You know, we need you. You know, the place isn't the same. You know, the place isn't the same. Hold on 1 second. I thought I had my phone on. I thought I had my phone on silent. Hold on 1 second. Scam likely calls. I hate those. But anyway, you know, Nala was like, what happened to you? And he's like, it doesn't matter. And he's like, Hakuna Matata. She's like, what do you mean, Hakuna Matata? She says, it means no worries. I'm sorry, y'all. Y'all know I'm all over the place with my analogies of how I can interpret the things that are in front of me. But that's how you can understand and probably, you know, get something out of this, you know, like, because I had to relate to certain things in order for me to understand, like, okay, keep going, keep going, keep going. You get what I'm saying? Like, so it's like Nala was like, oh, where have you been? It doesn't matter, it's in the past. Well, you know, Scar has done this and he's done that. The person who has, you know, made this you feel like crap, you know, and he's going to use something against you or whatever the situation may be. And he's like, no, I left because, you know, whatever. She said, you left and we had to find food, shelter, blah, blah, blah. You get what I'm saying? And then you turn around with the 4 Wands energy and it's like peace, happiness, and harmony, because he went back and he claimed his throne or whatever. King of Wands, right? True leader leads from the heart, inspires others to do more, dream bigger, and be better, right? And then I said the Hierophant, you know, this was Rafiki's energy. You know, he's like, well, I know your father. You get what I'm saying? Like that right there. And then the Knight of Pentacles. Remember, you have to be page, knight, queen, and queen and king in order to reach this new thing they call growth. But every one is like a stepping stone for the next. You get what I mean? So we have the Knight of Pentacles. You know, the Knight of Pentacles is you can't get the results without first doing the work. 9 of Pentacles, show up, work hard, and keep pushing every day. But if you keep surrendering to a certain situation or experience, then you'll never get to this point of having the Wheel of Fortune energy, which is change is at hand. You know, you'll never change or see the optimism in yourself or see the growth in yourself with the star energy, you know, the guidance, the hope. And, you know, you won't never have that energy or be able to work with yourself with the romance, love, and nostalgia, you know, lovers. You know, you can't get to this point where it'll just keep falling apart every time you get there, and there will be more heartbreak, you know. And so that's basically where this is. It's like, What did you gather from the situation? You know, did it make you stronger? Did it make you build it better? Did it make you hold on to the past? Did it make you dwell on things? You know, what did this energy cause you? What did you learn from this? Your emotional side. You know, what did this day come? You either run from it or you learn from it. You know, you chose to run from certain situations, but now you're learning from it and you're celebrating. You know, you're celebrating because this new phase began, because you have reached this plateau when it comes to how you felt about moving forward, you know. But a rose can always grow from the concrete. You know, look up the poem, The Rose Grew from the Concrete. You know, and so that is where you are, where you should be, if you're not on your way there, you know, if you're not getting there, you know. And sometimes it takes words to be able to heal, you know what I'm saying? It takes words to be able to heal from a situation, you know, dealing with a person, place, thing, or situation. You have to hear it a certain way in order for you to be able to grow. And when you hear it, it's one thing to hear it, but it's another thing to, you know, they say teach me and what is it? Tell me and something, teach me and something, but show me, and I'll be able to fish forever, or, you know, eat forever. You get what I'm saying? Like that. That is what you need to hear. You need to hear, and you need somebody to show you that there's a better way. And 9 times out of 10, the people that we've been dealing with can't show you shit. You know, they can't show you nothing, because guess what? They healed their own way. Not saying that they're not, you know, that, you know, it's okay. You know, it's okay for them to go through something, but they're not willing to do this work of healing, you know. And so since they're not willing to do this work of healing, where does that leave you? You know, where does that leave you? Okay, so now I'm going to take some different cards, and I'm going to use these same things to see what it is. This may resonate with somebody, this may not, you know, but I'm going to use a regular tarot to get the information to see where you are. But, you know, what are you gathering from this energy? You know, so again, it said, oh, Rafiki, he knows the way. So what do you gather? You know, what are you gathering? Yeah. Ace of Swords energy. Ace of Swords energy is a reasoning mind and a sharp mind. This is giving you clarity. That's what you're gathering now. Now that you move forward and you understand, the future holds a new direction. You know, the Two of Wands energy, plans, travel, new ideas. You know, what does this day bring? Right now, where are you at, and what does this day bring? The day brings the Nine of Wands energy, you know. So far we got air, and we have Aries, Leo, Sag, another Aries, Leo, Sag, but the Nine of Wands brings recognition. It brings strength, you know. And if you need to knock down any barriers that the universe, or that, you know, somebody has placed in front of you, then that's what you do. But the Nine of Wands also brings boundaries. You know, it brings and it teaches you boundaries, you know, in regards to doing all of these things. So you're going through this stuff, and you're getting through it by you setting boundaries. You know, Nine of Wands says, always watch your back and mark your boundaries, or others will mark them for you. So the emotional needs, what are your emotional needs when it comes to this situation? All right, Judgment. Judgment came out twice. A new phase beginning. Your emotional needs is that you have to begin a new phase to go and be able to grow from this situation. You have to be able to be strong enough to start over. You know, you have to start over from here. Let's clarify this Ace of Swords and see why it's here. You know, you have to know that the clarity brings you new direction, but it can bring you new direction all you want. But your hope and the guidance of the universe is what makes you be able to move forward. Now with the Two of Wands here for the future, you know, knowing the directions, planning to travel, you know, will you do that? And that's what you have to understand. Yeah, Knight of Cups, you're going to be on your way. Water energy, you're going to be on your way to travel to a distant location, or to travel to do something different. This is somebody probably coming towards you. This could be you being well off, because your future is like you went after your future. Now the Nine of Wands, yeah, you're leaving. You're walking away with the Six of Swords energy. You're walking away, and with Judgment, the new phase beginning, you know, you're for your emotional needs. You're doing this for out of your emotions, strength. Yeah, this is a strength card. This is telling you that you have the strength. You know, it says strength is not always physical, meaning strength, right? Your patience, compassion, and gentle spirit is what makes you strong, not the sharpness of your words. Remember, if somebody gets you to that point, Ace of Wands energy at the bottom of the deck, this is having the courage. The outcome is having the courage, the desire, and being positive in every situation to move forward, because that's what it's telling you. Move forward. Get out of this situation. You know, the future. You can either run from it or learn from it. But now that you've learned from it, you're setting boundaries. You're walking away and moving forward to a new phase. My emotional needs tells me that I have to have this new phase in order for me to be strong in a different type of way. Ace of Wands is again courage. You have to have the courage, you have to have the desire, and you have to be positive no matter the outcome, right? Does that make sense? And so that's what you're gathering out of this energy. You know, let's clarify this Six of Swords energy. Where are you walking away to? What are you walking away for? And what are you what are you walking away from, shall I say? You know, it could be a person, place, thing, or situation. Yeah, you're walking away from the past. You know, this is nostalgia. This is memories. You're walking away from the love that you've been holding on to, romance. You see what I'm saying? So the full energy, you have to take a leap, but you have to have the courage, the desire, and being positive about this new leap. But then once you do that, this Ace of Pentacles is going to come your way. Joy, happiness, new beginnings, you know. King of Wands could be the true leader that leads from the heart. Inspire someone to do more, dream bigger, and be better, because you've been juggling how to deal with this heartbreak, because the Five of Cups energy is here. And the Five of Cups energy being here is having the insight and the knowledge to know what's caused you sadness, this heartbreak here. So you've been juggling this energy and juggling how to feel. The Sun card is in reverse, and this was negative energy. This was arrogance and carelessness. So this is what you've been juggling, dealing with the person that is careless. Look at this. I didn't even see this card falling out like that, but oh, look at my cards being in reverse. I don't even keep my cards in reverse. Yep. Look at that. You got to trust in the universe. You got to trust in the universe. You got to trust in the universe, and also even in the indecisions that you need to make. You know, this finding solutions in regards to difficult situations. So you have to trust in the universe, and therefore you have to trust in yourself to be able to get out of this arrogant type of energy with the Sun in reverse. You know, the arrogance is negativity, arrogance, and carelessness. This is the energy that you've been dealing with. So that's what you gathered. Once you either learn from it or run from it. You know, you don't learn from it. If the Pentacles was here, here's the Four of Pentacles. This could be 4 years, you know. This could be 4 years. You know, a pentacle sometimes represents a year. Cups represents months. So, and Swords represents weeks. So you might be doing this sooner than later. You know, the Wands represent days, you know. So we have several Wands out here. But the thing is that you have to know. You have to be tough, be ambitious, know what you want, and go after it in a single-minded determination. So I think I'm going to pull one more card. I'll pull from the Law of Attraction card to get one more energy, and then we'll go from there. But again, this day will help you with your emotional needs, and this is for your future. What to gather for the future. This day will help you with your emotional needs. I don't know what I'm going to name this, but again, this is you learning daily habits. Yes, self-care, morning/evening success success routines. It says make healthy choices, cumulative effects, and subliminals. You know, so kind of, you know, those are your daily habits. Say affirmations. I now let go of worn out conditions of lack, doubt, hate, negativity, procrastination, stagnation, sadness, generational curses, debt, bad energies, bad health, heartbreak, and addictions. You know, addictions can be to a person, place, or thing. That is your affirmations. It says state as I am manifesting happens in present tense in a present life, believable to you. So that's your affirmations. Let go of the worn out conditions that no longer serve you. You know, the future you now. You're already that person, deserving. You have arrived, bucket list, achieving your dreams. So there you have it. All right, you guys, going to go ahead and leave it at that. Have a nice day. Trusting yourself, and you either run from it or learn from it. All right, you guys, love you.